Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Verena and today I have another tarot pick a card reading for you. You might have already chosen your pile, hopefully in the beginning on the thumbnail. And these readings are timeless, so whenever you come here and whenever you saw the video on YouTube, there's a message for you. Yeah, and to choose the pile, just trust your intuition. Maybe you love number 2, or maybe you feel that there's a certain, I don't know, a certain pull to one of the piles, and just know that this is your intuition speaking with you, speaking to you. And yeah, so stay along, stick along if you chose pile number 1. For pile number 2 and 3, you find the timestamps in the description box below. And yeah, thanks for being here, and let's start. Pile number 1. You chose this card. Beautiful card of peace. So the topic of this reading is, what does your soul want you to know? So it wants you to know, I breathe deeply, knowing that all is well in my universe. Maybe you had some upheaval, some emotions coming up, because we see the moon here, and the moon in tarot is, let me adjust this, it's a little bit too far away, I guess. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so the moon is a synonym, I don't know if that's the right word, but we connected with our emotions, with cycles, and you know, the colors here are all blue, and blue is associated also with being blue, being sad. So you might have had a time of sadness, a time of where you felt unrest, and your soul wants you to know there is a time of peace coming for you. And we'll look into it further with our tarot cards. Let me get them here. Oh, and the pendulum. So maybe some pendulum question as well. All right, pile number 1, collective of pile number 1. What do you need to know in regards to peace? What does your soul want you to know right now? Oh, 2 cards already jumping out. And a third one, let's see. Ooh, that's so funny. We have the King of Cups, and we had the King of Cups showing up yesterday in the reading. I did a general energetic overview yesterday. So King of Cups, the suit of cups, is connected to water, and water is connected to emotions. So you might have had, I don't know, a breakup or a fight with a King of Cups. Yeah, let me see the other cards. Oh yeah. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Wow, and the Queen of Cups. That's incredible. You saw me shuffling, yeah? The Queen of Cups and the King of Cups came out there yesterday. So there's definitely something, and like, this is how the cards came out for you to see. So the King of Cups showed up first, and as we have the Queen of Cups here, it's a couple energy. It's a divine counterpart, and they're both from the same suit, and in between them is the card of the 5 of Pentacles, which is a card of feeling left out, feeling alone, feeling abandoned, feeling you've lost something which was really dear to you. I breathe deeply, knowing that all is well in my universe. And you know, this lady sitting on the moon, it's like she's surrendering, but she's also grieving in a sense, like nurturing herself, taking a step back from the outside world, turning towards herself. Wow, so I see, you know, really I see with these 2 cards coming up, with the suit, the Queen and the King, and the 5 of Pentacles in the middle, that there has been a separation of some sort, or a fight, a misunderstanding, and what I feel here is that the king has been emotionally distant, has sort of locked his heart, and the queen tried to really offer her cup towards him, offer her emotions, offer her heart, because they're both also connected to the heart, but he was closed off. And I want to look a little bit deeper. Like, can we have a clarifier for the King of Cups, please? 2, okay. Wow. Okay, the first clarifier is the Hierophant. And the second clarifier is the Page of Cups. And I wanna get the whole story. The clarifier for the Five of Pentacles, please. Ooh. No, not so many. One card, please. Oh, wow. And a clarifier for the Queen, please. Oh. Okay, so you saw the first one. The second, like the Five of Pentacles, is clarified by the Ten of Wands. And the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Cups. And it's so crazy because it seems like I'm reading my own story. And what I'm getting here is the Hierophant is technically or many times seen for a strong commitment, for agreeing to getting married, and it's a more serious energy, a more stable energy. It's ruled by Taurus. And with the Page of Cups here, it's like the opposite of that. So what I feel here is like the King of Cups has not taken this relationship serious. Yeah, and most probably because of some issues he had from the past, as it always is like that. He might have been married before. There might be a child. The pages can also be children. So you might have already have a child. And this really sounds like my story. And with the Ten of Wands, there was a lot of burdens already from the past. I don't feel they are from, I mean, obviously every relationship, nothing is perfect. Everybody brings their whole story to the table. But I feel all of this burden comes from him. Crazy when you read and you think you read your own story, guys, but sometimes it is like that. And so you had to walk away. You had to make a choice. You had to walk away to protect your heart, to, you offered this cup, and you not only offered it once, you offered it several times, but nothing came back, because he sort of was, I see him so strongly more in even a Pentacles energy, with the Five of Pentacles here, protecting his heart, being not emotionally available for going deeper into the relationship. Most probably he has been abandoned in the past, and with all of this heaviness, burdens, he was just not able to connect with a heartfelt energy. So you might have felt really, really hurt within this connection. You might have felt abandoned, not seen, not appreciated. And with this card, your soul wants you to know it's a time of peace coming. A time of peace is coming into your life. And you're also invited to turn towards yourself. Sometimes we tend to look for what we really need outside of ourselves, in a partner, in a friend, in a parent, in a caretaker. But mostly, and I don't say it's not possible to get what we need from the outside, but if the lack inside is so big, it is an invitation to first look inside and console yourself and look what is there. With the Page of Cups being here, I see for both of you, there's an inner child which was most probably hurt by an authority figure. Yeah, that could be a father figure, somebody really strict, and that pain is still burdening you down. And with the Eight of Cups, there's an invitation to leave also hurt feelings behind. Anger, sadness, rage even, and move forward. Move forward into something new, move forward to a period of peace, a period of feeling more quiet. And I feel like I want to pull a card of this Universal Love deck for you, a deck which I bought in Glastonbury when I was living there a couple of years ago. And it always has the most beautiful messages. So pile number one, what is the message here in regards to how can you heal? Okay, we already have it. Oh, wow, heaven on earth. I always say that at the moment, because of the place where I live at the moment, or where I live now, it feels like heaven on earth. So let me read that to you. Both heaven and hell exist on earth. But only in our minds. That's what I said yesterday in the reading as well. For both are created through our thoughts, actions, and intentions. This card is pointing to the fact that you have helped create a disturbing situation in your life by giving power to something that you did not have to give power to. Regardless of who or what is bothering you, the current situation can be transformed if you cease to give it power. Focus on the positive, and instead of plugging into another's negativity, plug into the power of light and love. Send light and love to all concerned, and visualize yourself energetically detaching from them. You can start to create heaven on earth right now by simply making love your focus. In doing so, you will attract loving people and situations into your life. Couldn't be more on point. So you're called to move the focus away from this King of Cups, from the pain he caused you, from that sword inside of your heart, and from that, why did it happen? And going back to the past and revisiting the past over and over again, and really allowing it to sort of float out of your life and turn towards yourself, set the focus on what you want to create in your life. A beautiful partner, a partner that is nurturing, a partner that is caring, a partner that understands you, a partner that walks by your side, and a partner that chooses, even so there might be problems and obstacles, to commit to overcome them with you and not push you out into feeling left outside of the church in this picture. So shift your focus. There's always something beautiful in every situation, and ask yourself, what's the lesson for me? And have I integrated it? And then take your focus away and create something that really aligns with who you are at the core. Wow. So that was also a message for me, guys. I hope it resonated with you. If so, please leave me a comment or leave a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the channel. And subscribe to it so you never miss a reading, so you never miss something I'm uploading. I also uploaded a beautiful healing meditation yesterday to mend your heart. And I'm wishing you all the best on your journey, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the second pile, and I'm curious which energy is coming through for you. So take a moment, set your intention. I didn't say that was pile 1. Set your intention. What do you need to know right now? What does your soul want you to know right now? Oh, wow. I love that. Can you see that? Action. Looks like Sagittarius energy. I step into my glorious future with determination and power. Oh my God, I love that. So you, Pile number 2, you are shooting for the stars. That's a beautiful energy. So what I'm feeling right away, you might be on the edge of taking a big leap in business, or taking a taking a beep. Sorry. Taking a big leap. I don't know why this is so funny, but I have a funny sense of humor, guys. So you might take a big leap, so you might need to laugh more or have more fun around you. You might also think about moving abroad, or just something which is really like you want to go for it, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm excited for you. It's a joyful energy. It's a bubbly energy. Pile number 2. So, Spirit, the collective of time, pile number 2, what does their soul want them to know? What does their soul want them to know? Ooh. Pile number 2. Okay. This one. Wow. 9 of Cups. Did I just say you shoot for the stars? This is a card of wish fulfillment in the traditional, in the pack. Look how he's sitting there with all of his 9 cups. It's like, I did it. I love that. And the 4 of Wands jumped out. The first card which jumped out, the 4 of Wands. It's a card of celebration. It's a card of stability also. It's a card of coming together and celebrating something. It's like, celebrating good times. Wow. And we have the 9 of Swords. And the 3 of Wands. Okay. So give me a second. So we have 2 times number 9, which is sort of giving me, I step into my glorious future with determination and power. So it's like I need to gather the power to do this and not let the sleepless nights hold me back from stepping into that dream of mine. So what I feel here is you have, and I feel some sort of with this and the 3 of Wands, you wanting either to move somewhere or to, it feels like for me to leave home, to leave what feels comfortable and safe behind. And there's a certain fear with seeing Sagittarius here. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and it's the planet and the 9th house, 9, we have 9 again, to journey far away. Yeah, to learn, to gather wisdom, to learn about different cultures, different traditions, different knowledge. It can also be like you move away for studying. It's also like a Jupiter 9 house thing. And I shall tell you that it's going to be really, really good. You know, it's like you're still at home in a sense, but you look into the distant future, and there is a part of you that's worrying, that's not sure about what's to come. You know, maybe it's the first time that you're leaving something behind that, the cat is downstairs talking. You're leaving something behind, and there's that feeling inside of your tummy where you feel like it's fear, but maybe it's also excitement. And the universe is encouraging you to really take action, to shoot for the stars, to have that goal in mind. Because, guys, with this card, nothing can stop you, and you, whatever it is, will achieve that goal. Period. Period, period, period. The 9 of Cups is really such a wish fulfillment card. And with shooting for the stars, it's like a shooting star. It's like when we make a wish. What else to tell you? Let's see. Any more information for pile number 2, please? I'm excited for you. Please let me know what's going on there. Are you traveling? I feel the energy of travels, or like of moving away from home. Yeah. And one more, please. So the Four of Cups, the Four of Wands has had a clarifier as the Ten of Pentacles, and it came out like this. So there might be some financial fears connected to it, or also like leaving family behind. I really feel like there's something leaving family behind, leaving a legacy behind, leaving also maybe there's a certain tradition or a legacy of your family and you decide to do it differently, and you're worried because yes word, the cat wants to come up. The Emperor showed up below the Nine of Swords. So I feel like this could be a father figure. So you might be a little bit worried what, your father, your parents might think, is this thing bringing the stability you're actually looking for? There might be a financial risk involved with that. Okay. He so desperately wants to come upstairs, but Lily's my dog. And Lily, whenever he comes, freaks completely out because Lily's very jealous. Lily's a street dog, and I basically saved her life. So now, I don't know, she is just really possessive. So she's scared maybe that he gets more love, or I don't know, but if I bring him up, it will be wild. So he's now sitting downstairs and talking and saying, I want to come in. And I cannot let him in, but I'll go down in a bit and cuddle him. So back to the reading. So there's something around legacy, something around roots, something around family. I see this so strongly. It's like you leave your family behind or your legacy. Something is there and you're like so worried if it's the right direction, but you have that adventure spirit in your heart. You're like, oh my God, something so big is waiting for me and I need to follow it. And I have the Page of Cups underneath the Three of Swords. And it gives me that sense of having such a purity in your heart, like being like the fool in a sense, who is like a beginner's mind. And not in a bad way. I don't know how to say that. It's just beautiful. You don't there is fear because you leave something behind, but at the same time, there's like, wow, the world is at my feet and I know I can conquer it. That's the energy. That's like in Germany, a German word is kühn, and courageous, brave, a little bit foolish in a sense as well, but it's really, really good. And one more for the Nine of Cups, please. Spirit, what do you want to tell Pal to? What do they need to know? The Four of Pentacles, and it fell on the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, there is an emphasis on holding on to something old, and it most probably is in regard to money and, family belongings. So there might be really, what I'm getting here is that you maybe were asked to step into, the legacy your family had. Let's make an example. Your dad, your grandfather, and their grandfather, they built up a bakery. And it's well known in the village, it's well known in the city, you might have many branches, but you don't want to become a baker. And your dad is disappointed and you feel a certain heaviness and your mind is like, why can I not just take it over? But you feel that there's something else. And I don't say you might not do that later on, but for you now, you need to leave behind what is holding you back and move forward, because it came out like this underneath the Nine of Cups. So leave what's holding you back behind and venture out into the wilds, because something great is waiting for you there. And you will be coming back. People will be celebrating you. It's like a triumph. You'll be maturing. You'll be learning all of this. It's amazing. I'm excited. Please, please, please tell me what this is about. I feel a lot of really great energy. And I want to get one additional final card for you from the... Okay, I wanted to change the deck, but I cannot... Oh my God, how do I do that? Because she's a little bit undressed and YouTube doesn't like that so much. So can you see her? The goddess. What a beautiful card. I don't know if you're a guy, it's the god. But that came out for you. Let's see. I love these readings, guys. Just really love them. Creativity, intuition, reflection. Look at the image and note what feelings emerge. I don't know how to do that, basically. I'm going to show you again. You can see her a little bit. How beautiful she is. So look at the image and see what feelings emerge. The lady in the picture with the moon reflecting behind her is here to remind you of your intuitive and creative power. Power that has somewhat faded over the past months. There's much to be gained by reconnecting with your intuitive, creative power. And that can also be the Page of Cups, right? He's connected to creativity, creative endeavors. So you might, when I started to travel, or when I arrived in Bali, actually, I had forgotten who I actually was. And I don't know if I ever really knew it. I painted a lot when I was a child. I was doing a lot of handcraft and singing. Yeah, I was creative. But when my dad left, something happened. My dad and my mom divorced. Something happened. It disconnected me from safety. So I stopped doing all of these things. And when I arrived here, I found myself. I'm so creative. I'm so creative and I love it. I paint, I draw, I sing, I dance, I write, I do this. I record meditations. There's so many things I do. I create jewelry, like all of this is an expression of creativity. And I could find that while I was leaving home and reconnecting back to who I actually was and am. And it's beautiful. So that might be something. You might find out things about yourself you could not imagine. And there is much to be gained by reconnecting with your intuitive, creative power, for it is the very essence of life and all creation. All it takes for you is to look inside. Pay attention to what you feel in your heart and let your inner goddess shine through you. For she holds the power of the entire universe, and as such, so do you. That's beautiful. Wow. I love it. Trust yourself. Move forward, even so you're scared. I checked today my astrology for when I left to Australia when I was 20. It was so profound. Back then I wasn't into astrology, but now I do readings also for people, for my clients. And it was so clear that something big would happen. The same when I left Germany to live or to actually just travel, and then life had a different plan. I'm still there. I'm still out after 8 years. I could see it in the planet's transition. So you're not making these things up. It's written in the stars. It's your soul's plan. If you need to go, you need to go, because otherwise this would be how you would live your life. Unhappy. unfulfilled. So follow your heart and follow that path your heart leads you to, because this is waiting for you there and you don't want to miss it. So take action, take the steps, and if you need some support along the way, I'm here. I guide people along the journey of their purpose, help them overcome obstacles, and really remind them of who they really are. That being said, it was an amazing reading. Thank you so much for listening. I'm wishing you all the best on your journey, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm super excited to find out what your soul wants you to know. I've already had 2 amazing readings, so let's see. Ooh, playfulness. My joy is the greatest gift that I can give to others. That's beautiful. So you're invited by your soul to play more, be less serious. Maybe you're about to go on holiday. I mean, we have in many places in this world, we have summer holidays. And what comes to mind is, you know, I was working in corporates before I was doing what I was doing now. And to be playful or to be, you know, making a joke or to not take things too serious was seen as being unprofessional. So for the longest time, I struggled to do what I do now because I didn't want people to think I'm not professional and to not take me serious, because I know that I have such an important message to share. And it was a big thing for me because I was trained and conditioned to be serious. I mean, I'm German, you know. We're not known to be playful and funny and happy, and no, it's not right. But we are known to be more on the serious side of life. And that was deeply ingrained, and in parts it still is. But maybe that's for you a similar thing, and you're invited by your soul to allow playfulness, joy, and fun to come into your life. And we'll ask collective of pile number 3, what does their soul want them to know, Spirit? What does their soul want them to know? What does their soul... Ooh. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles shows up first. That's it's not a serious energy, but it's a more mature energy, focused on disciplined and to grow something. And I wouldn't, like, if I would say which queen is playful, I would rather say the queen of, the wind is coming. Interesting. The elements show up in your reading. She isn't the most playful one. I would say the Queen of Wands is more playful, and then I'd say the Queen of Cups. So let's see. The second card is, it came out in the last pile. No, yeah, in the last pile too. The Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Eight of Wands, which is a card of speed, a card of communication, a card of messages coming in, a card of things picking up in momentum. This king, I tell you, and the King of Cups. That's so weird, because we had the King of Cups showing up yesterday. He showed up in the first reading today, and here he is again, and you saw me shuffling, and you saw me also putting the intention to connect to pile number 3. So let me see what's going on here. So Spirit and your soul invites you to be more playful. That's the overall thing here. So interesting enough, the Queen looks towards this side and the King looks towards the other side. In the middle we have the Four of Pentacles, which is something like holding on to somebody focusing on money, on material stuff. And then we have the Wands. Let me see, I need some clarifier here. What the clarifier for the cat? Can you hear him? He's still talking. But, the Queen of Pentacles clarifier, please. Four of Pentacles clarifier, please. Eight of Wands. Okay. And somebody coming. That's a big exhaust there. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the world. Oh, excuse me. I feel like, whew. So, did I read that card to you? Let me read the playfulness card. I wanna see what's that about. Allow your inner child to play today. Enjoy yourself and have fun. Embrace your innocence. Your soul wants you to know. Playfulness is absolutely necessary for your health and well-being. It's as important as the food you eat and the thoughts you think. If your responsibilities and hard work have made this a low priority for you, it's time to have some fun. Give yourself a break and nurture your spirit by doing something madcap or just plain silly. Listen to music and dance by yourself with glee. Make silly faces, invite friends over for an afternoon tea party, or go for a drive with no destination, just for the fun of it. Affirmation: my joy is the greatest gift that I give to others. That's so interesting, like the cards. Because with the Queen of Pentacles in the world, I feel that it's an ending, you know, like, I mean, the world came up upside down. Sometimes, and I've said that before in my readings, I'm like, what is this meant to mean? Because we have the world, like sort of a certain type of ending, then we have the Four of Pentacles and the Hanged Man underneath it. So it's like, I feel this is a sort of stagnant energy. You know, the Hanged Man, he's just hanging in there, like he's he's changing his perspective, but it's slowly, because in a way, he's still holding on to how he saw the stuff before. But with the Eight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, there is an emphasis on communication, talking to somebody. Maybe you will receive a message. Maybe you will receive an invitation, or for a collaboration, or Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. And we have the King of Cups here with the Moon. So what I'm getting here, there might be an invitation of your King of Cups. After he's been having sort of silent mode, he's coming forward to communicate, to find a way to communicate. And that King of Cups could be related to your workplace, could be your boss, could be a co-worker. And there's playfulness as an overall card. So you're invited to see the situation less serious, changing your perception on how you saw it prior to him reaching out. Let's get some additional information. Two more cards, please. for pile number 3. And one more, please. The Ace of Wands. So something is there's a new beginning in some way, shape, or form. And the Page of Swords. So a message, definitely a message. Somebody's reaching out, and I see I'm focused for some reason onto the small leaves on this one. It's like something is growing, something is new, like new life. If you had a falling out with somebody, with your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, with a co-worker, the chances might be really good that this person will reach out to you again. And you are invited to see this situation playful. And don't be too serious. Don't be too serious. We have the moon here. There might be fears coming up, and I'm looking towards Scorpio, and Scorpions in zodiac, they don't forget easily, but you're really invited to, overcome. But no, I don't want you to forget, and I don't want you to be mindless, but also not taking things too serious. And my whole head is tingling. What else is there? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh. So definitely somebody coming forward, although slowly. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, we have the 6 of Swords. So something. Wow, we have so many cards. We have the Emperor, the 7 of Wands, the Chariot, and the 6 of Wands. So let me get the picture here. There's definitely an emphasis of something, like we have the card of the 8 of Wands, which is a card of moving forward. Then we have the 6 of Swords, which is a card of movement, transitioning. And then we have the Chariot. So and also the 6 of Wands. So there's a lot of card of movement. So definitely in this situation, something is moving forward, something that was stuck, because with the 4 of Pentacles and with the Hanged Man, something was stuck for a while. Something didn't move forward. It was like no energy in that thing whatsoever. And now I think you can already sense it, because I'm always looking for some reason towards what she has on her crown, this 2 little red, whatever it is. And it feels like there are 2 antennas. So I get that you already sense this person coming towards you, and you sort of turned away. You're like, I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure what this is all about. But this person has a coin for you. So he's like, but he's still protecting himself. So what I'm getting here is really like, this person is wanting to move forward and wanting to sort of find a way to collaborate, but still protecting himself. Look what he's wearing. He's like wearing an armor. And with the 7 of Wands here below the King of Cups, he's still like, he hasn't really changed his mindset. So you're invited to be careful in a sense. In that moment, I looked to the card. You're invited to be playful. Actually, that's the message. You're invited to be playful. For that person, if you want this person to come forward, to not straight away move into, you can see this cards, and then the Seven of Wands. It's like the King of Cups, he's like a little bit reserved. Then we have the Emperor, is like, and then the Seven of Wands, like, what? You're wrong, and sort of fighting against your beliefs and your ideas, etc. So if this person comes forward, when this person comes forward, be playful. Take that seriousness out of the occasion. And I mean, it's an invitation by your soul. So it's not going to be the same outcome than you had before, Because then really, like, the Chariot fell underneath the Hanged Man, and we really have the possibility of moving forward, of creating a new experience. And I will now take all of them, and I want to see what's the outcome of this. If you take this playful, if you take this with an open heart, light-hearted, pile 3, Spirit, I want to shuffle them really, really well. Give me a second. This King of Cups has been quite, how to say, showing up over the last couple of days, right? The King of Cups. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. All right, so what's the outcome? If you address this whole situation with this king in a very playful way. Maybe when you meet, go somewhere outside with a light-hearted energy. Don't stay indoors. Go outside to talk, or to maybe not talk, but so much, so deep, just spend time. And another one. Okay. The Ace of Cups. So there can be, and it's connecting with the reading yesterday, a new beginning in love. Yeah, can you see it? And then we have the Knight of Swords. So it could be that once he feels he's like, the energy is playful, that he's picking up speed, that he's getting excited. Okay, maybe all the obstacles are gone now, and we have what it takes. And he shows up as the King of Pentacles, although he was turned upside down. Let me see. How does he wanna fall? Upside down. Okay, give me. Is he capable of being the King of Pentacles? Because the King of Pentacles, he offers stability and commitment. Wow. Wow, we have I don't know if you can see, we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom, and the Empress fell out. So he is, guys. It might take a time. There is still that part within him who is a little bit like, maybe impulsive, maybe his mind starts to race, and he then wants it really quickly. So my invitation for you is, take it slow. Be playful, take it slow, take the speed out of the occasion. Take the speed out there. And if you want this thing to work, take it slow. There's a King of Pentacles there. It might take some time, but the Empress is showing up there as well. So be in your feminine energy, be connected to your self-worth. If he's acting out, be like, sorry, no, that doesn't work for me anymore. I know who I am. I know what an amazing woman I am. I know what value I have. And if you're not willing to mirror that back to me, it's better you leave. Okay, so that's the message. And if he then, I think it will take him some time. To be honest, he'll be like, what? What? That's never been the case before. So I see it in his face. He's like, what? She's saying I have to wait? Yes. That's when he's changing. Keep him waiting, and not by playing a game, but let him show up as a King of Pentacles. Don't only trust his words, trust his actions. If he shows up committed, if he shows up committed, yeah, if he shows you that you are his choice, that he's willing to put the work in, he's willing to commit, to be loyal, to be honest, trustworthy, you can become his Queen of Pentacles. And there we go again. And you can accept his offer. Wow. And then we have this one. And then single times will be over. That's a nice reading. I didn't think that we would go into the subject of love, but well, it's one of my favorite topics. There's an additional message for you here. Pile number 3, collective of pile number 3. What do you need to know? What is your soul wanting you to know? Blessings. That's a nice card. Where's the book? Your recent act of kindness has not gone unnoticed. The universe thanks you for the kindness you showed another recently and bestows eternal love and blessings upon you. You are dearly loved by her and by the divine will of the one whose light fills both heaven and earth. Gently close your eyes as you receive this great blessing. Feel yourself being showered in heavenly light. Know that the entire universe resides in your heart, for you are part of life's endless blessing. Every act of kindness helps the world to glow a little bit brighter. Every act of kindness is a blessing, not only unto others, but also unto oneself. For ultimately, we are all one spirit. Yeah, I feel if you can address the situation without playfulness, you'll bring healing to your inner child, healing to the other person's inner child, and allow a new way of doing things to emerge. And you will break ancestral cycles with that. That's what I feel. So thank you so much for being here. If you want to have a private reading, if you need somebody guiding you along the journey, you know where to find me. Send me a message in the comments. I hope this reading brought you value. Stay along, stick along for the ride. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a reading. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the reading, and I'm wishing you all the best, and I see you hopefully very, very soon. Bye bye.